What up, world? Charles Brown back again with another Talking Facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All right, man. Rock the bells. LL Cool J, one of my favorites, just made my top 50 all-time rappers list. Go check that video out. It's right there in the queue. We had a whole heated argument, and we had to come down to 50 MCs. It was very difficult, but we made it. Go check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Rock the Bells Festival, August 6th in Queens, New York at the Forest Hill Stadium in 2022. This is a dream come true. At first sight, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait. I would love to go there. I wouldn't have no problem driving over to Queens to see this, right? LL Cool J featuring DJ Z Trip, right? And you look at the schedule, the first name you see is Ice Cube, and you start to see more names, and I'm going to talk about it. It's hosted by Roxanne Shante, right? I'm Shante. We love her. We love Shante. Do your thing, boo. Music by DJ Mr. C and DJ Scratch. I ain't mad at that. And I want to go over the list because at the end of the day, right, I'm an old school cat just like anybody else that's from my era of hip hop. And Rock the Bells is a staple in hip hop, right? I know LL was mad at Rock the Bells because they stole the name from him, and they did it for quite a few years. Where Rock the Bells was the biggest thing in hip hop, like 2-day festivals and all kind of stuff, and it was all day and all night. And LL did not rock with them at one point. He had an issue with them. He wasn't cool with Rock the Bells. He wasn't happy about that, and I know they went to litigation if I'm not mistaken. But apparently LL had, because Rock the Bells had died out. Like after a while, it died. I think right before COVID or right around COVID, right around somewhere a little bit before COVID, they was like, we're ending Rock the Bells. We wish we could do, keep it going forever, but times changed, the money issues and this and that and the third. And festivals are a dime a dozen, right? So it's like, okay, it was a great run, right? Now, LL has somehow teamed up with Rock the Bells. I don't know if it was before that or after that, but I know that he has announced they got this cool ass trailer. Look, it's dope. It's beautiful. They got this trailer where he's going through a bodega and he's picking every rapper on the bill has a product in the store and he's buying it. Cookies and soda and scratch tickets and all, like they all have the artists throughout the store and he's picking it up. Omar Epps is the clerk and he's like, you look familiar, whatever. Dope. This is a dope commercial, and I love the creativity of the commercial, right? And I feel like everything is amazing about hip hop. I just love hip hop. I love what we become from the 80s when I was watching it become into this multi-generational phenomenon, right? But then I started looking deeper at the lineup, the roster. Again, I love hip hop. I love everybody on here in their own way. But I'm just trying to, right, let me say this again. I'm not hating. And I would love to go see this festival, but I'm not hating. I just need that to be clear. But I question the lineup, right? I don't know if these are like personal friends or whatever, but I feel like there should be something. I don't know, right? I'm gonna read the lineup and you tell me your thoughts, right? So we got Jadakiss, we got Rick Ross, we got Lil Kim, we got Fat Joe and Remy Ma. We got the Diplomats, which are Cameron, Jim Jones, Jewels, and Santana. We got Noriega, so Nori. We got Scarface. We got Trina, and we got Diggable Planets, and more to be announced, right? And my thing is, I'm curious, right? What are we going for with the lineup? Well, one could say, well, we're trying to get somebody from New York, but we also want some Southern people, and we want some people from this era, and not only just this era, we want people from like more of a hip side. But my thing is, where's the boom bap type of artist that I would expect at an LL Cool J, your first show back? Now, again, I'm not hating. But I don't see how Rick Ross fits this thing. And I not only just Rick Ross, I don't see how Nori, Trina, Diplomats, Fat Joe, I don't see how any of them fit the Rock the Bells that I would imagine an LL Cool J throwing, right? It's just my opinion. Now I could be tripping. You'd be like, "You crazy?" I love Ross. I love Ross. I love Lil Kim. I love the Diplomats. I love Fat Joe. But I'm thinking my thing is, if you're doing Rock the Bells, headlined by LL Cool J and Ice Cube, right? The literal closest thing on this roster to those two iconic rappers, literally, is Scarface and possibly Diggable Planets. Where is the icon level of an LL Cool J and Ice Cube on this lineup? I'm not saying they're not great rappers, but for an and I get it, you got to move tickets, but an LL Cool J Rock the Bells Festival, one of the most iconic rappers in the world, paired with Ice Cube, who is another top 5 iconic rapper in history. Your next person on that list is Jadakiss and Lil Kim and Fat Joe and the Diplomats and Nori and Trina and Rick Ross. Where's Slick Rick? Right? So you're probably like, where you going with this? Because they all dope. But I'm like, what? Where's like Slick Rick, right? Somebody like that. And I'm not even gonna hit you in the head and be like, where's KRS-One? But there's so many other levels. They could have. Where's Salt and Pepper, right? Where's Public Enemy, right? There's so many ways you can go with this. With some iconic, more iconic, right? The Juice Crew's about to release their movie. Where's anybody from the Juice Crew? Big Daddy Kane, Craig G, Master Ace, and I'm not saying they're not gonna get him on the undercard, right? Again, the lineup is awesome, but where's Rakim? Right? And I don't know if he got problems with these people or not. It's irrelevant. This is for the culture. If I'm an old school guy, right, which I am, you could have put Too Short on this thing and I would have been happy. Ice-T is popping up everywhere, right? You could have put Ice-T on this thing. Like, I'm like trying to figure out, where are the icons outside of Scarface? Diggable Planets was a great group, and I love Diggable. I saw Diggable Planets not too long ago at Foxwoods. And I have nothing against Diggable Planets. So they deserve to be on here, but they shouldn't be the next closest thing to golden era hip hop. Am I tripping? Is it me? Where are the icons that we would expect to be on the LL Rock the Bells? Right? Again, I'm just saying this for the record. I am not hating, because I know it sounds like I'm hating. I'm just asking a question because I want to see what I want to see. If I went to this festival, I'm going to kid you not, I'm not trying to see most of that on there. It's just, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I just, let me look at it again. I don't know in what world does Lil Kim and it fit in with LL Cool J and Ice Cube. And I like Lil Kim. I just don't understand that. What do you want me to say? I'm saying what the older cat's gonna be saying. Like, after Scarface, I don't want to see Nori. I don't want to see the Diplomats. I really don't want to see Fat Joe. I don't know what to tell you. Right? It's a great lineup if you're into that era with the snapbacks and the fitteds and the Air Force One era, you know what I'm saying, of hip hop. The early 2000s era. But LL Cool J ain't from that era. He had some songs in that era. Yeah, he went all the way to 05. He was still doing his thing. But end of the day, that's not his era. And I don't consider none of these people outside of Scarface as golden age rappers. So therefore, I feel like something was missed. A moment. Now again, he could add them on later, but in my opinion, I think really none of them names on there is big level names. And who are you expecting to pull with Rick Ross outside of Rick Ross fans who gonna leave? right? What kind of fan of Rick Ross is still the same kind of fan of LL Cool J and Ice Cube that's going to come and watch that whole thing? I just don't know. I don't think the Diplomats fit with an LL Cool J experience. I just don't think so. Think about the music LL's doing. All of LL music is before most of these people had a record. Again, I'm not hating, and I personally, right? Just my opinion. I wouldn't pay to see this lineup. I would pay to see a lineup that was consistent with LL Cool J and Ice Cube, right? I don't want to see the Diplomats. You can call me whatever. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Fat Joe and Remy Ma. I don't want to see that. I like both of them. I really like these two. I love Remy Ma. She's gorgeous. She's amazing. She's dope. I don't want to go pay and stand in the hot sun to watch this. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And most of this stuff is mostly bang bang rap. Like, I don't understand how this fits with an LL Cool J experience. Right? We could have got Slick Rick, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. It could have been beautiful. And I don't know. I really don't know. That's a missed opportunity considering how big the Big Daddy Kane KRS versus just was. One of the biggest, most watched versuses ever, right? Which no one saw that coming. You would have thought it would have been a dud. And it was like one of the most talked about verses in history of that versus thing. Why not capitalize on that moment? I feel like this is a moment where those great stars could have shone. What do these guys have more than Slick Rick and KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane and Tribe and just like De La Soul? What are these guys? What is this lineup? What on here that they couldn't have done with these same people? Right? What could you have not accomplished with the people I'm talking about over this lineup? Too Short, right? You what? Too Short popping right now. I'm trying to figure out why these particular acts were chosen. To me, it feels like they're throwing a whole bunch of stuff to the wall and see what sticks. And I'm not hating. These are great acts. Some shows they're not meant to have certain people on them. Right? It's just a fact. You could have even put Busta Rhymes on here. It would have made more sense. It would have made more sense to me. Busta Rhymes, Mos Def, Talib. It would have made more sense. I don't see an LL Cool J fan wanting to see Lil' Kim at the same time. Am I bugging out? Am I bugging out? Is it me? I don't know too many LL fans that's going to want to see Lil' Kim on the same stage. And Trina, right? No disrespect to Trina. Trina's amazing. She's beautiful. I don't think she fits this show. You correct me when I'm wrong. I think Diggable, yeah. Scarface, yeah. I don't think nothing else on this lineup works. I'm not trying to knock dudes getting their bag or whatever. Probably some of these people are on here because they from Queens, like Nori's from Queens. But Fat Joe's from the Bronx. Dipset is from Harlem, if I'm not mistaken. Lil' Kim, I believe she's from, what, Brooklyn? So it's whatever. I just don't understand, right? Why you would have two legendary rappers of this caliber. It seemed like industry connections. That's all it could possibly be. Because you would want to have the flow of this type of event to be a mesh of stuff that fits together. Right? I really don't see, mostly everybody on here, records came out when LL was already 15 years in the game. He was already 15 years in the business before most of the people that's on this special even had a record out. It just doesn't make any sense to me, right? And I'm not hating. I like each one of these individual rappers and groups individually on their own, but not for no festival that's headlined by LL Cool J and Ice Cube, two of the greatest rappers from the 80s ever. Why would you have these other people on here? It's just my opinion, right? Let me know what you think in the comment. I think this, I don't know who the more to be announced will be, but you ain't got much time to be announcing them, so I don't know who else we're missing, right? I would even respect a Sir Mix-a-Lot on here, a Tone Loc, Young MC, like Arrested Development. I would respect that. It just, you got to think, if you're bringing people from LL and Ice Cube's era out, give them a show. Give them a show. That's all I'm saying. Give them a show. I don't think Jadakiss is the same level as the LL Cool J and Ice Cube. And anybody coming out with LL at the top of the bill is going to want to see people of that same caliber. It is what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you the facts. When somebody that's 60, you know what I'm saying, 55, that's from the same lane as LL, right? Somebody that's 49 goes to one of these things because they don't go out much. They barely want to hear rap now. And they want to see LL Cool J and Ice Cube. They're going to have a rough day listening to Trina and Nori and the Diplomats. Right? I'm just telling you the facts. And on that note, I'm going to get out because I probably sound like an old, bitter-ass hater. You let me know what you think in the comments, man. Is this Rock the Bells festival lineup good or bad? You tell me. Again, I wish you the best. I hope they had the greatest success. It's sold out, and everybody has a great time. And on that note, CLBMG, go check that out. Every Wednesday, we do Clash the Podcast, me, Dante, and Fliz. We talk about things such as top 50 best rappers and all kind of stuff. It's live every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock right here on, well, not this channel, the other channel, CLBMG Podcast, and on my Facebook and on my Twitter. All right? And essentialvarieties.org. Go over there and get your soap. Support black business. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
CLB.